Hello everyone, in today's video we will be breaking down the series.
How did a small yoga brand from LA turn into a billion-dollar giant, quietly outpacing competitors everyone thought were untouchable? Alo started in 2007 as a small yoga apparel brand in LA. For years they stayed niche, but then they cracked the code: position yoga as lifestyle. Celebrities and influencers turned Alo into streetwear, everyday customers became walking billboards, and the brand flooded social feeds. Behind the scenes, they doubled down on SEO, personalized shopping, and community programs with instructors that made the brand feel like a movement.
If you don't understand English, just go to the settings of my video, then an audio track and change into the language you understand and you are good to go. I will just right click here, new item, and I will select a color matte. Make sure it's the real resolution, then okay, and then make the background to grayish white and then may name to BG. Now just bring it on your timeline like this. So this will be our background for now. So if we see in the video, we have this our first animation like this. So how can we create that? Then this one. So first we will just add the video, then the text animation, then we animate it later. So for this one, we will have this video will be needed. I will just right click, unlink it, and then simply just make sure to go to effects controls, and I can in the motion section I can just simply make sure to scale it wherever I want. So I want it here, approximately it will be like this. So this is the video. So for example, I will cut it approximately here. Now what we need to do, we need to add some drop shadow to the background. So I will go in and drop shadow, just bring it on the clip, and then go to effects control, make sure the opacity is 100, and thus increase the softness, and also make sure to change the direction as well from wherever you want, like this, and you can simply just make it like this. So this will be our shadow. And for the text animation, I will be using a preset. You can find it in the description below. So I will just bring it to the timeline. I will make sure to bring it a bit forward, and now in the properties section I will delete the text too, and so I will just need the one text. So that first text will be how did a small, so how did a small, I will type here. So this will be our first text. I will just move and go to effects control. Simply just make sure to place it approximately here. Go to back to properties and change the fill color to black. Now click OK. Now if we see, we also have these moving stars type things. So how can we create that? I will just make sure to just go here and bring in the star PNG to the timeline. For example here, and I will just make sure to make it here. Now go, I will just select it and I will simply move it approximately here. And in the effects section, I can just simply scale it up a bit, approximately up to something like here. Now what we need to do, we need to add some rotation to it. So I will add the rotation keyframe, then simply move a few frames and I will make it to 2x and simply just move it. So this will be animating like this. You can just simply go on the opacity section and decrease the opacity to make it look more good like this. And now we need to play it on the other side as well from here. So I will just make a copy of it and simply just paste it approximately here. So this will be our like this. Now I will just make sure the video is a bit smaller so we can place the text. So video will be here. Now I will just simply make sure to bring the text layer up, and now I will bring these two down. So our first text was ready, animated. So this will be our animation using the preset like this. So I can just relocate it to something like here, and you can change the font, and I will just make sure to type in, make a copy of it, and here yoga brand from LA. So we will just change it to their text, yoga. So yoga is capital. So I will make sure it is capital, and it will be like this yoga brand from LA. And I will go to facts control. Simply just make sure it's like here, and in the property section again I will just go to font section, and I will choose something, font, make this is looking cool. So I will just make sure to here, and for this one too you can just simply bring this down. So if we play the animation, it will be like this. So first we need to make sure it's here. This will be animated, and later this will start to animate. So like here. Now if we move forward, approximately, to first we will create this animation at the start. So I will just select all the layers except the background and simply just nest them. Now I will just make sure to add a scale and position keyframe and simply move this as our final position, approximately where the text starts to appear. And at the start, I will just simply zoom it and position it like this. And now I can just simply make sure to ease in the keyframes like this. This will be our mission. I can just simply bring this forward as well to make it look more good. So this is our text animation. You can simply type in the other text as well. This one using the same text animation. And if we move forward, uh, we need to bring this money overlay. So I can just simply go here like this and unlink it. Make sure to delete it. Now at the start there will be a bit of blur. So I forgot. I will just go and blur. Gosh, like here, and go to effects control. I will set the blurriness keyframe to, now this will be approximately 200 or something like 54. And when this comes approximately here, I will make it back to 0. So it will be like this. We need to adjust this money overlay approximately to the whole effect, and I will search for ultra key here, and I will drag it to the layer and effects control again, and I can just simply select the dropper tool and make sure to select the green part. Now you can just simply go to matte generation and just change the transparency to something like this so that the black part is not visible, green part. So this will be okay. Now if you see, I can just go back and I can just simply zoom it so the many dollars become a bit of like this. And I can also go to here and I will search for black. I will apply to the money layer, and if we see, the video is also black, so I will also apply this to the sequence right here, and the money will be here. You can just simply, if we move forward, we have this animation, so all the things will remain the same, but there will be another frame and the money will keep on flowing, so we don't need to adjust the overlay. It's approximately here, so I will just cut the layer here, go to effects control, delete all the keyframes for now like this. And now I will add a position keyframe here, then simply just move a few frame and I will bring this frame out of the screen, and then I can just simply ease in the whole frame. So it will be like this. You can just simply move the keyframes further to make the animation slow or fast. And if we see, this starts here, so we will just create this frame hole and then we can move forward. So I will just go on this nested sequence and I will just copy the star we created, and I will paste the star here and simply just make sure to bring it here, and I can bring it again here. So when this whole frame moves to the other side, and so the star will also appear to this frame as well. So I will make a copy of it and simply just paste it to the other side as well. So it will be like, and I can just simply make sure to bring these two sequence upwards to make the star disappear behind. And now I can bring these down as well. So we will now create this frame. So how can we create that? So if we move here, and I can just simply disable this for now, and now I will select this rectangle tool and make a shape to something like this, and then we'll go to properties, change the fill color to black, and okay. Now if we see, we have this image, so I will just bring in this image to the timeline, go to effects control, and if we see, it's placed approximately to something like this. Now once this is done, I can just simply go here and I can copy the black and white effect and apply it to this image as well. So if we see, our layer moves here from here, so I can just simply bring these approximately to something like this, and I can just make sure to bring them here, and I can just select the stars as well. Now if we see, I can just simply nest it, and I will bring it approximately here, and this will be here. So this is our sequence, so this animates here. So I will add a position keyframe, and if I will just move where this will happen, so it will be like this, and at the start it will move to the other side of the screen, so it will be like this. You can just move this keyframe and then just ease in the whole frame to make the animation more smoother. Approximately something like this. And now I will just enable the money PNG again, the overlay, and it will be looking like this. Now if we move forward, we have this text animation. You can use the preset I gave you, and you can create the text. Now if we move forward, we have this animation. So this is a bit tricky animation. First we will create the frame and then we will animate it. So I will just cut this here. For example, I can copy this star PNG and I can simply paste it here and bring it to the timeline like this. And I can make another copy of it. Make sure I will just bring these like here, and now I will just select it and simply move to the other side. So it will be like this, as you can see. Now what we need to do, we need to add the green screen, and you can just simply bring in this one. So I used Canva to make this animation. You can just simply go to elements, and in the frame section, you can just click here and make sure to just find this iPhone PNG from like this, and now you can just go to the upload section and just bring the video inside it, and now just share and then simply export it. So it will be like this, and I can just simply right click, unlink, and delete the audio, and from here I can just go to effects and I will search for ultra key again, and I will apply it. Now I can simply go to effects control and make sure to select the dropper tool and remove out the green part. It was for this layer, sorry. And I can just simply select it and remove the green part, and now I can simply make sure to just bring it approximately something like this or even smaller. So once this is done, what I can do, I can just go here, and in this section I can copy this dark shadow, and I can go back to effects control and this one, and I can apply it to this layer as well. And up once I will go in here and I will copy the black and white effect and I will paste it to this layer as well. So it will be like this, our animation. So if we see this animation, how can we create that? So we need to add some rotation keyframings and all that things. So I will just select it, go to add a position, scale, and a rotation keyframe. And now I will move this as our final position. And at the start, I will just zoom it and simply rotate it to something like this. And you can just simply make sure to adjust the position of it, like this. So if we see, it will start to animate something like this. I can just extend the background as well. So I can just bring the keyframes closer, and now I can select all, right click, and simply ease in the frame. So it will be like this. You can just do the same with the stars as well, like this one. So if we move forward, we have this animation. So how can we create that? I can just simply cut this layer here. Now I will just again select the rectangle tool, and I will just make a shape layer to something like this. Now I will go to the project and I will bring this candle genre pick, and I can just simply zoom it like this. I can just make sure to something this, so it will be here. Now if we see, we have this text and drop shadow again, so I can create that. I will just go and I will copy the black and white effect and apply it to this, and from this one I will also copy the drop shadow and I will apply to this layer. And for the text animation I will use the same I showed you the preset I used at the start. And for this text animation you can just simply change the color and font and simply place it to this animation or this part. Now if we move forward, we have this animation, but we have this animation at the start. So how can we create that? For this I will just make sure to nest them both layers. And now I will go to effects control. I will add a position keyframe, simply just move down, and after a few frames, I will just make sure to bring it back to its original position. So it will be like this. You can just bring the keyframes forward and then just ease in the whole frame to make the animation more smoother. Now if we move forward, we have this animation, this one. So if we see, we can just need to bring our this image as well. I will delete this whole frame, and again I will do the same, copy this black and white effect and paste it here. And from this section I can just simply copy the drop shadow and I will paste it. Now I will just make sure to simply zoom it the pic, and if we see, it will zoom and then zoom down, and then we have this barcode. So we need to just place things to their locations. I will just bring their properties, and in this section I will just cut it like this. Now I will go back to effects control, and in this section I will simply bring it here, and now I will select it and I will place it to something like this. You can just go back to properties and make sure, if you want, you can simply increase this and place it something like this. And for this one too, I will be using this text animation and the one I showed you. And now if we move forward, we have this animation and this but at the start it is a bit zooming, so I will just make sure to select both layers, and now I can simply just nest them. Now I will select it, go to effects control, and at the start I will add a scale and position keyframe, move these as our final position. And at the start I will simply just zoom it and something like this, and now I can just simply make sure to ease in the whole frame, so it will be like this. And if we move at the end, I will just add these keyframes to hold the animation, and from here I can just simply make this downward, so the whole animation will be something like this. And I will just move it here, and I will just again hold and position keyframes, and then I can just simply make it out of the frame, so it will be like this. Now if we move forward, we have this animation. These will be the same. I can just simply copy the star to here, and this will be star, and I can copy it again. If you want to change the appearance of this star, you can just uncheck this uniform scale and make these to however you want to, like this. Now I will just go back and I can bring this video to the timeline. Now I will just repeat the same things again and again. Go here and I will copy the black and white effect. Now I can go here and I will copy the drop shadow effect, so we don't have to create it again and again. And if we see, we have the same text animation here in the whole video, and then this rotates a bit 3D. So how can we create that? So approximately it's something like here. I will just unlink it and delete the audio. So for example, we have to make this here, so I will cut it, and now in the effect section I can search for basic, and I can bring it to the timeline. Now go to effects control. I will add these keyframes, and if we move forward, you can just simply make sure to make this something like this. So if we see, it will be like this, and you can just simply, once it moves, you can just use your own creative skills to make the animation more interesting. So this will be used here. I can just simply delete the dollar effect, and so it will be like this. So if we move forward, as you can see, it comes back. And if we see how to create this animation, you can do the whole frame, and I will show you how to create this one. So I will just delete this layer for now, and I can add a text layer, and now I will type in dashes on my keyboard to something like this. This will be okay. In the properties section, I can change the fill color to black, and make sure the layer is selected, and now make the fill color to black and just paste it here. Now what we need to do, I will just make a copy of it, and I will make sure to bring it down. Now I will make another copy of it, and I can simply just rotate it to 90 degrees, and from I will just select this layer, and I will delete few parts of this, so it will be something like this, approximately here, like this. What I can do, I can just make sure to add another cut to it like this. Now I will make another copy and simply make sure to place it here. Now to create the circles, one we can do is that I can just select it, and I will make the ellipse tool, and now I will hold shift to make a circle to something like this one, and I can simply position it wherever I want to. Now I will simply make another copy of it and change its position to the other side. Now make another copy and simply just position it here. And what we can do again, I will just make another copy of it, and I will position it to the other side as well. So this is created, and you can just add the text in between like this, and I will just show you how you animate it. So once this is done, I will just select all the layers, except the background one, and right click, simply just nest them into a nested sequence. So this will be here. Now what we need to do, I will just select this anchor point. It's the most important thing, and make sure to select it and place it here. Now I will add a scale keyframe, and at the start I will make the scale to 0. So this will be our animation. You can just simply make sure to just ease in the whole frame like this. And for this one, you can just simply go the graphic templates and place the text effects control, and I can just simply, for example, just by showing you, so it will be like this. So if you see, sorry, make sure to use this template. I will provide it in the description. And if we see, this will be our text, and in the effects, I will just make sure to place it at the end. You can just change the font, so it will be appearing here. So that's all for today. I hope you found this video useful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care and bye.